mountain eagle high. Hey, I made it, oh, on the world's greatest. I'm not clear to be alone. With my back against the ropes, I can feel it, oh, on the world's greatest. I am the mountain, I am the country, oh, I am the sweeping the country. I am the river, down in the valley, oh, I am a reason, I can see clearly. Anybody asks you who I am, just stand up tall, look me in the face and say, I'm the star up in the sky, I'm the mountain eagle high. Hey, I made it, oh.
Let's make life easier. Why not talk about it? Marriage, relationships, life, and food. You're now tuned into Love in the Kitchen with Shell and Kay. Your journey begins now.
Hey, hey, hey. Another episode of Love in the Kitchen podcast. Hello, my lovers and friends. How are you guys doing? We're good? We're good? We're good? All right. All right. Today we are doing a continuation of last week's Our Kids, Our Generation, Our Legacy. We're going to add some stuff to it today, but we're going to talk. We are going to talk. I don't know why I'm looking orange on this camera, but it's cool. Ms. Engineer, this camera right here is off. In front. Okay. All right. All right. Let's talk a little bit about our day. Today was an off day for us. We didn't have any guests today, so we kind of just chill. No, literally. I have been having some sciatic nerve pain in my right leg. And so it does this thing where it goes like shooting pain straight from like my lower back all the way down to my toes. And it goes numb, right? And so it'll happen like probably like once a month when it's, that time of the month. Now it's constant. I don't know. I guess, getting old is a part of it, I guess. And so it's been bothering me. So I think yesterday morning after I dropped the girls off to school, I tried to go back to sleep and it was not working. I think I probably slept for like an hour. And then I had to jump up and go to work and then come home and cook and stuff like that. And then so I didn't really get much rest yesterday. So then we get no more rest because then now we're doing this spending time together thing like in the night and then finding things to watch on TV. Like we're watching Tubi movies or like binging on whatever show that's up. So now we're binging all the Queen's Men on BT, but we watch it on Prime, right? And so we're binge watching that till about 5. And then hubby says, oh, it's 5:15, right? And I was like, at this point it don't even matter, the girls want to get up and go to school, so we might as well just thug it out. So we did that, and they came downstairs looking at us weird because they're like, yo, why are y'all still up? Too old to be. Like my daughter said, she was like, y'all shouldn't be doing this right now. Mind you, she's 11, but just feisty. So she was like, y'all shouldn't be doing this, y'all should be in bed. So I was like, you know what, you're right. So I get up and I get ready. He makes them breakfast, and then I get some breakfast and whatever. And so we head out, and we head out about 6:30. So after we head out at 6:30, I ate the I ate the breakfast, and I'm in the car slumped now because I'm tired, like sleeping. So we get back to the house and it's pouring rain. So like when it's pouring rain, it's like really hard to see. I wasn't driving, obviously, but it was really hard to see. It was like really bad this morning. So if I fell asleep and he hit a brake, I'm like, dang, something's happening. So let me just wake up and stay up with him for the ride, right? So I tried to stay up, whatever. I stayed home. We got home and he said before we got home, he was like, hey, when you get home, make sure you take something for your leg, because he knew he knew it was hurting me. And I was like, you know me, I don't like taking pills. Like, it's to me. So that wasn't going to happen. So I was like, you know what? I have to, because now it's getting to that point where it's like really bothering me. So I was like, all right, cool. We got home at probably like 7:20, 7:30, somewhere like that. And we get home, and I was like, where's my pills? And he was like, hey, check under the bathroom sink, because my doctor had prescribed me some Flexerol. And if y'all know, Flexerol is kind of like a muscle relaxer. So I was like, all right, cool, let me go find it. So he was like, look under the bathroom sink. So I went under the bathroom sink and tried to find it. I looked and I realized I didn't have it. The ones that I had was some pills that I had gotten from someone. But I was like, I don't think I'm gonna take that. So there's some Oxy under the in the cabinet thing. And so I took one Oxy, 325 milligram. And when I tell you, I took that Oxy, I went and laid down. I didn't wake up until like after 11, because, you know, like when you fall asleep, you're trying to count down the time when the kids come home, right? Because if you don't have anything else to do, you try to count down the time that the kids got to come home. So I was like, after 11, all right, cool, we're good. Still have a little bit of more time. So I fall back to sleep like real easy. And my sister called me at 2 o'clock. Oh, hey, Mr. Taylor, how are you doing today? I'm telling the story. And so at 2 o'clock, she called me and she was like, you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm just taking a nap. And she was like, all right, call you late. Call me later. I'm on lunch break or whatever. We talk during her lunch break, right? So I went back to sleep. I woke up. It was like 2:45, and then I hear hubby got up, right, and he about ready to go get the kids. And I was like, all right, when he finished like getting ready, I'm gonna get up too. That ain't happened. Ain't happened not one bit. The next thing I knew, the kids was knocking on the door. It was like after 4, and then I still went back to sleep because I was still so drowsy. I didn't get up till 5 o'clock, y'all. It was a rough day today for me.
Sounds like a good day if you ask.
No, but I'm just saying though, in terms of that Oxy got me knocked out.
Hey, sometimes your body just need it.
Nah, that's a fact. But
I said me can't be up all night tonight.
And that's okay, because you know.
No, I don't got a problem. I'm just saying this. You can't be up all night.
Not necessarily, because I still feel kind of drowsy right now.
Oh.
So, you know, I don't know how long it takes to get out of your body.
Oh, well, you can't be up all night because you gotta.
Yeah, we gotta binge. It's okay. It's okay. That's our bonding time, man. We binging. It's our bonding time.
True. So how you doing?
Yeah.
You all right?
I'm good. How was your day?
Good.
Did you take an Oxy too? Cause we was knocked out.
I was up. I was definitely up.
What time you was up? What time you went to sleep?
I got up at 11:55.
And then what?
And then after that, I was up for a little bit, dozed back off, and I got up at like 1 something.
You sure it wasn't 2 something? It was 2 something. It was 2 something. It was 2 something.
Who, for you?
For you.
Nah.
Hey, Chels, how are you? And Chef said, just one of those days.
Just one of those days.
Just one of those days.
Chelsea, how you doing?
All right.
Okay.
So today was a chill day.
Yes.
Yeah. So we definitely continue with our kids, our generation, and our legacy. Last week we touched on a lot of things, but I know we didn't finish all of it because you can't never finish about your kids, man.
You can't. You can never finish a good conversation.
Nah, because that conversation was really good. So, you know, we want to continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
My kids are the bomb. I just
You gotta make sure you say that.
Listen, my kids are awesome.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, she said she's just getting home.
Well, listen, you're just in time.
You're just in time. You just need to sit down, relax.
Grab a glass of wine. Don't do nothing.
Yeah.
You know,
Have one of them lovely kids that you got at home. Bring you a glass of wine real
That's
quick.
it.
Not Kiera, because we know. We know she would.
you know
That's my friend. Shout out to her.
All right, so we were left off at last week.
Last week we left off at trying to talk about legacy. But we didn't really start legacy if you think about it.
Nah, we didn't. We're just raving on the kids and what need to get done.
Yeah.
and how we need to
Hey,
get done.
Brina. What's up, girly?
I'm sorry if you see us looking up.
Yeah, we mounted the television up there. So
I'm on another monitor.
she said, got it already. I know that's
That's
right, Chelsea.
So I'm mounted the monitor up on top so we can see the comments and
Right.
have a
So,
look at ourselves at the same time.
right.
So
Because, period.
now you see where the kids they get it from. But it's cool though.
Not too much. All right. Anyways. All right. So, yeah, we were talking a lot about our children
Mm-hmm.
and being a good villager and wanting the help of the village.
And
Okay.
we should be good villagers.
We
Everybody, all of us.
should. We should.
You know,
Right.
but
And
can't be all too good.
it's crazy because after we had that whole conversation, my sister-in-law sent me this news clip of how a 10-year-old was essay
Okay.
by a grown man out in Harlem. And that kind of got me thinking, because we were talking about checking the phones and the iPads and making sure that our kids are protected. And there comes that story, which it's like, wow.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. Like I said, we could try our best. Can't give her all. Just gotta pray that
You raised them correctly.
that person,
Yeah.
that's around the kids is of good nature, good sense.
You would hope so.
We'll hope so. But like I said, time, day and age, just the way the body functions, just the way how we are. We could be here good sane and just like 20 seconds later, something snap. We don't know what happened.
That's fine.
You
Yeah.
know?
That's a
But-
true statement.
But to me, you just gotta look at the kids as innocent as possible. Like they don't got nothing to do with it. Whatever you got going on, go find an adult or something. Somebody who could defend themselves. But it was definitely sad after I read that post.
Yeah. It was absolutely
Hopefully
sad.
They catch him
Right.
and just have a good conversation with him. Just have a great conversation with him.
His conversation you want to have with him.
Yeah, just to
Oh,
see
you
it.
want to have a conversation, or
I'll-
they would have a
I
conversation with
hope
him.
they would have a good conversation with him to see what happened. Where
Yeah.
what really happened?
Yeah.
And then what happened after that? You on your own.
Well, why would you want to know? Why you want him to explain why he did that?
Why not? I want to.
I'm asking
Well,
you.
me personally, I want to know what was going through your head. What could have made you do what you did?
Yeah. To a
Yes.
child.
Yeah.
Yeah. And be okay with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to. I just want to get the understanding
Yeah.
that.
But if you get the understanding, is it going to satisfy you?
yeah,
Really?
of course, because I want to know what in your right.
You as a
mind-
father would be satisfied with the explanation.
Yeah, but there's gonna be more. There's gonna be more to it. But I just want to know the reason why that leads up to what happened. Whatever happened after you tell me your conversation, or whatever happens, I can't control that.
You can't control your emotions after that. You can't control what's going to happen after that.
After you tell me, I want to know.
I don't want to do the speak first, ask questions later.
No, we're gonna talk about it first. Because if we don't talk, that's like you doing something and it's like, what happened? Like we always want to know what happened. What led up to that?
Yeah, but
That's
are
everybody.
you going to get the answer that you desire?
Listen, that's up to him if he want to tell me or not.
Okay.
But I want to know. And then, hey, whatever happened after that happened after that. But I wanna get some kind of understanding, like what made you do that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's me,
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, she's gonna get ass woman anyway.
Uh-huh.
But let me understand.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Okay. So we have to get into one of these little sketchy topics.
Okay.
It's not, let me not say sketchy. Let me say it's one of those hard topics to talk about,
Okay.
right? Because you wouldn't want it happening to anybody your own kids, right? But it's been happening.
Mm-hmm.
Predatory behavior is what we're speaking on. We just have to kind of censor our words. But y'all get it, right? It's rough. It's a rough topic to speak on.
What make it so rough?
No, because you know what? You're right. There's no roughness about it. You're right. Because we just got to talk about it. Because when you think about SA in terms of our children, it's very frowned upon, very taboo. But in some cases, it happens more than you know.
But it's okay. Go ahead.
It happens more than you know, more than you would even think. It happens daily. It happens hourly. It happens by the minutes.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And it's usually from people that you know so well.
True. Also, sometimes the older person allow that also to happen. You know, the auntie,
who's the older person?
The auntie, the mother, the father, the boyfriend.
How would you say they allowed it to happen?
They here have this. You know, like here you go, enjoy this. You know, like it's a piece of fruit.
What do you mean?
Or something.
So in a grooming response?
It's something like that. You know, like
sorry,
if you
like
got
super
some,
static coming
if you got
through
some lady and they got their boyfriend or whatever, and the boyfriend is looking at the.
It's staticky.
Oh, what did you do?
Go ahead. Got it.
So you.
Hey, it was me. All right, not too much, but go ahead and speak into the mic so we can understand what you're saying.
So is the parents letting it happen? You know, like
but what if
stories,
okay,
I've
go
heard
ahead.
stories where the parents is let the boyfriend or the husband or the uncle or whatever it is, and they know, but they're not holding that person accountable. You know, so that also plays a part. Also, like I said, everybody's accountable at the end of the day, but we got to start with in-house.
And why? And my question is, so why do you think that they allow it to happen?
I don't know.
Is it financial? Could be financial. It could be an abusive situation.
Could be broken. You know, they get that fatherly or motherly love that they never got, so they think it's okay.
Yeah, from on the parent side.
Yeah.
In terms of giving their children
Yeah.
to be
like
prey.
Yeah, that's what that's what it is. Like something is missing, and they feel like that's okay.
All right, what y'all think out there?
You know, that is okay. That ain't right. You know, like this was get a good beating to me.
Who?
All of them. Shit.
Whoever is involved.
Mother, boyfriend, and the girlfriend, whoever it is.
Whoever it is that's making that happen. I get that. Ooh. Chelsea said, or was hurt themselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some of them do get hurt at an age, and they feel like they should carry it on or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's true.
That is true. So, all right. So let's talk about like the Uncle Johnnies and the Uncle Bobbies of the world. The ones that you depend on financially to make sure everything works the way that it's supposed to work. Like in terms of if I don't give, like I'm just trying to figure out how that conversation would play over. You understand what I'm saying? Like you would say, all right, I guess if in order to make this month's rent, I gotta
sacrifice yourself.
Sacrifice yourself? But what if that's the thing. They don't want themselves. They don't want you.
Well, ain't nothing else to have. Because,
people will turn around and the mother will turn around and be like, well, if you didn't wear the shorts that you wore in the house.
Why did you buy it?
Well, that's true. Right.
Why did you buy it?
Right.
I'm not buying my own clothes.
Right. But that's a grooming behavior, though. Or you watch, or in a situation where a man will wait till a child becomes older for them to marry that person.
That's grooming. That's waiting like years. Like you gotta have a whole bunch of patience for that.
You think?
That's too much patience.
It's too much, but they know what they want, and they're grooming your child for it. So I feel like we just need to be careful.
This ain't coming to America.
What?
This ain't coming to America. I don't think that should happen.
Wait, what that got to do with anything?
I'm just saying
Oh,
that
in
shouldn't
terms of her them grooming her to become a
Yeah.
wife. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's not the same thing though.
that shouldn't happen. No, I'm just saying that they waited long enough. Like when your kid's born, you oh yeah,
So you talking about like an arranged marriage type
like
thing?
yeah, that's
But
foolishness.
that's not grooming.
What's all of this?
That's just knowing that, hey, you have a daughter, I have a son.
And guess what? I'm gonna groom that person, and we can arrange this later on.
Yeah, but it's that's a different form of grooming.
Listen, we're gonna groom it. We gotta make sure you are tip top shape. We gotta make sure you don't pass up 300 pounds or whatever it
No,
is.
Jesus, God. That is a different type of grooming.
Oh,
We're talking about in the sense of you waiting till that child. You yourself already an adult.
oh no, you're supposed to get.
It's a big man, bigger man, and you waiting until this child becomes of age. Because when we look at it, we always think of SA as in just man and women, just older men and little girls. It's also
Yeah,
grown women and little boys.
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Like
And
I said,
then
there's a lot going on. In
if
the
you
news
if
also.
you don't give that room for your child to speak to you, they think it's not okay to talk to you.
should have an open conversation,
Should have an open conversation.
open door, like they
An
call
open
it
door policy.
in the in the corporate world. You know,
The open door policy. But how open are you to the conversation
I'm open to it.
that I've been at? That's what I was asking since last week. Like, how open are you to the conversation of your child telling you that somebody or something is wrong?
We should all be open to it. At the end of the day, we gotta listen to our kids.
Yeah.
If my kid come on, and you gotta know your kid also.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
If you know your kid, and somebody come tell you this, you're gonna look at your kid like, all right, let's go.
Right.
When you get start like, wait, hold up. I don't know, something's wrong.
Hi, Mr. Jordan. He's still loving
know,
the kitchen.
You know something's wrong. Then
Yeah.
you gotta see, but you gotta know your kids also.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, let's start from early, knowing your kids. Like, hey, talk to me. Let me
Yeah.
know what's going on. Let's have this open conversation.
It changes
where-
in their mannerisms
Yeah.
and their
So
attitudes.
later on, if something happened, like, listen, daddy, mom, you know this happened today?
Right.
Word?
Right.
Compared to, you know that your kid's a liar and stealing, because
Kids a
liar,
and a stealer.
thief, and something else run hand in hand.
And police.
And police, they run hand in hand. You know, so if
Police and thief.
if your kid come across and say this happened, you give them like, I don't. All right, let's investigate and see. Compared to somebody telling you this happened. Oh, word. Let's go.
Why you have to investigate on the child's behalf?
Depends on the kid.
You hit the nail
Depends
on
on
the
the
head.
kid.
Because some kids are vindictive enough. What if they don't like a stepfather? What if they don't like the stepmother?
Knock on wood.
What if they don't like the person that you bring in the house?
You gotta know your kid.
You gotta know your kid.
Have that open conversation. You know, and like I said, to me, it always a problem where it comes to when you're dating or when you're talking, and they say, "Oh, I don't want you to meet my."
So quick question. So now that's a good question. When is it a good time to introduce your children to the person that you're with?
From jump, as soon as you walk in.
Huh?
As soon as you walk in. If you're dating, if you're dating somebody,
Wait a minute now. So not gotta hold on, because hold on a minute now.
if you're
Heaven
dating somebody-
forbid.
listen,
Heaven forbid. When is it okay for them to meet your children? You said at the beginning?
it should.
Why?
I'm sorry. Better yet, if you're dating, right? What are you looking for? Short term or long term?
I don't know. I'm not dating. I don't know.
Okay. No, I'm gonna say. So to me, if I'm dating a female and they got kids,
Mm-hmm.
right? I feel that the female should see how the man reacts around kids from jump. Don't wait till 2, 3 months, 4 months later on.
Y'all, I just want to know, y'all think that?
I feel that if you're dating, I think the man should, and the woman have kids, or a man have kids, I think they should jump out again and say, hey, this is the person I'm talking to. See how they react.
Oh, okay. In
Do
terms
some-
of, but no, I'm asking you how long. I'm not saying, so you're saying if you go on a date with this person and they just decide that, because, you know, some people don't have any
Hey,
rules as to
listen,
what.
the
Listen,
first date, the
listen,
first
listen,
date.
listen.
All right.
You go on a first date and you go back to your place, right? And you just happen to see this little snot-nosed kid jumping around on the couch. It's okay for you to be like, oh, this is my boyfriend. Or this is who I'm dating right now.
Hey.
Listen.
If I, of course,
Answer
listen,
the question.
listen, yes. If me and you was dating, I took you on a date, and we go back home at the end of the night, and you come to me and say, hey, I walk and you got kids, and your kids is up at 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, I know that's a red flag.
Why is it a red flag?
What is your kid doing up at 11,
You just
12
said
o'clock?
you should meet them.
Yes, meet. You understand? Guess what? Meet.
It's
Listen,
contradictory
no,
in
listen.
the tone that
No,
you're saying.
if I come home in the sense of 11, 12 o'clock, we go on a day and I come home 11, 12 o'clock, and your kids are sleeping, I know that there is discipline in the house at 1. Right?
Okay.
If I come home and your kids is up at 12, 1 o'clock, nah, we ain't doing that.
But I thought you wanted to meet the kid.
Guess what? I do want to meet the kid. Because, no, guess what? I am meeting the kid. That
How
know-
you meeting the kid?
Because guess what? That's a red flag right there. What are you doing up at 1 o'clock in the morning? Guess what? On the first date, hey, let's do something fun. Let's bring the kids out and see how he warms up to me, or how him and she react or encounter with each other. So to me, I think that's where it starts right there, because you can't wait 2-3 months and next thing you bring your kid around and he like, oh well, I didn't want kids, I'm not too involved with the kid or whatever it is. So you
But
just
no,
invested- so wait.
no,
So you just
because
invested
no.
Okay.
That's not the point in that situation. If you're with somebody
Mm-hmm.
and you tell them that you have kids, I don't need to find out 3-4 months that you have kids. I know you have kids because you
Yeah.
told me this.
Okay, but
I don't want to meet your kid at the beginning because I may not want to be with you in 3 months.
and guess what? Let me know that. So guess what?
that
We
don't make no
no.
sense.
So
though.
if that's the case, let's just enjoy ourselves and don't get the kids involved.
You're gonna know I have kids. You're gonna ask me
Yeah.
stuff about me.
Yes, but
All right,
all
let
right,
me tell you from
let me ask you a
lying
question.
by
Wait, all right,
omission.
all
You're
right,
not.
so-
You're omitting the fact that you have kids.
So let me ask you a question. Right? Let me ask you a question. Right? If you're talking to somebody, right, and they know you got kids, and it's like, okay, you find them attractive or you find them nice looking or this, that,
Uh-huh.
and you guys talking 1 week, hey, you got kids. Second week, okay, you got kids. The third week, you didn't like, yo, how's your kids doing? Or what's going on with your kids or whatever it is. You never want to ask about your kids? You don't think that's a problem? I'm just asking. If somebody don't ask about your kids, hey, how was your day?
But
How was your kids?
it depends on where you're going with the
But that's what
person.
I'm saying. If you as a person that's dating somebody, that you find
Because
it attractive.
what dating means that
Uh,
you're trying to find somebody. Like you're
but-
not
but
in
that's
a
what I'm saying.
relationship
But that's
yet.
what I'm saying. If you're trying to find that person, right, and you get to know, you say, oh, all right, the first week y'all go out. You say, oh, he's a nice guy. No problem. After the second week, hey, let's go do some fun stuff where I want to see how you react around my kids.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Did I meet your kids?
Yes, you did. You met all my kids from early. Yes, you did. So you got to see how that person react around the kid, because guess what? That kid probably come around and say, hey, this is Mr. James or whatever it is.
But I don't think
Look,
okay.
look, this is Mr. James or whatever. And next thing you know, he just draw back a little bit and not too much into your kid. Like, well,
Get back in the mic.
Yeah, hey James, how you doing? And just brush your kid off.
Well,
and
maybe
this and
he's
that.
not ready to meet the kid yet. I feel like that's contradictory in a sense, because you're saying that it's okay to meet the kid on the first date. It's not
Well,
okay to meet
the-
because first
the
of all, you
first
don't
week.
even know first week, first date, first 2 months. You don't even know if this is the person you want to be with. You're dating. So that means if I have a date with 5 dudes this week, I'm going to introduce all of them to my kid?
I didn't say per se every
No.
day. Give it a week. All right. Give it a week. Give it a week.
No.
Give it a week.
In every date, in every conversation, you're going to know if that person
right.
is the one that you want to continue with or not continue
All right,
with.
so let me-
Everybody should not meet your kid at the beginning.
Let me ask you a question, right? How long should you wait before they meet your kid?
Me?
Yeah.
I've never had that situation. I don't know.
How long would you think is okay? Like, you know what? I've been talking to this guy 2-3 months now. Let me meet the kid.
You hear what Shep said? If it don't work out within weeks, what are you teaching the kids, especially girls, that it's okay to be in and out? In and out with different men because I'm dating. No, I'm not teaching you any of that. You won't even know I have a man until I'm solidified in that to know if I really want to be with that person.
So let me ask you a question, right? If you invested a whole 6 months into this guy, right? You invested a whole 6 months into this guy, fall in love. Oh my God, this the guy right here. This. He engaged to you, right? You're like, oh my God, this, that. And you say, you know what? I'm gonna let him meet my kid now. And the kid they come around, and the way he look at you, kid, feel kind of uneasy or whatever it is.
Then it's done.
But
It's
see,
done.
But that's where things happen when the parents or the boyfriend or the girlfriend would say, you know what, shit, I love this man right here, and put their kid on the back burner compared to, you know what? Guess what? I gotta let this guy go.
No, me. Like I said, I'm gonna say you're gonna go because
you're gonna
I
go.
have girls.
You're gonna go.
So
but
for
what
me, if even if I had a son, you know, per se, like my bonus kid, I wouldn't want to. If it was just him, I wouldn't want to just leave him out there to the wolves because I love this person. Love come and go.
Yeah,
but my kid is going to be there. Like
but
for
some,
me,
but some people don't see.
That's
like
what I'm
that.
saying. So you don't just put that out there like that. You just don't keep within a week is crazy.
Well, okay, so you doing all this, and then later on, he looking at your son or your daughter kind of funny, like, oh shit, like,
He gotta go. I'm not ask Christ, man. Tell us that he gotta go.
But you already invested 6 months.
I don't care.
into it.
6 months. So wait. So I invest 6 months. So no, I must give up my child as sacrifice.
Not you, but some people do that though. That's what I'm saying.
That's what some people do. But y'all ask me. So me, I tell you what
no,
what
no,
I
I'm
do.
just saying. But when some people do that, it's like that's what I'm saying. But
So you're saying to get it out the way by introducing your child. So from jump, if I introduce you within that week and we go on 2, 3 weeks, 4, 6, we go on 2, 3 years. You're saying if him now look upon the picture from jump because men are very visual. So if you're not looking at my child at day one, you're gonna start looking at them when them start mature.
listen, that's how they do.
Some people are like
But-
those things.
But how about this, right? How about this? If you guys are, like I said, the female know a guy and see what it comes with from day one, or if they're gonna be together, or if they see somewhere.
But you tell me, say it's
No,
not up
listen,
to her. It's,
no.
it's up to a man.
Listen, female know what's what from day one. A man know what's what from day one. When a man look at a female, like, oh man, that's a good shorty right there. I could see myself settling down with her.
Right.
Female, the same thing.
Right.
Oh, that's a good man.
Right.
This, that. So all that is good at the end of the day till the kids come into the picture,
Okay.
right? When the kids come into the picture, everything changes after that.
Okay.
So if the kids in the picture from jump, you would know, say, well, you know what?
But the kid isn't a picture from the jump. You know that I have kids.
But how does that man react around your kids? You don't know how the man react
yeah, but
around
I'm
your
not
kids.
saying within the first week. In the first week is crazy.
Okay, the second week, okay.
If it's somebody that I'm consistently dating, then that's a
Yeah.
different situation. But if I'm
You-
going on 5 dates for the week, I'm not bringing 5 dudes home to show my daughter.
But guess what? You know, females know that, man, this the guy right here. Let me date this guy for a
Okay,
month.
I'm
and
taking
see
it
where
from
go.
what you said. You said in the first date. The first date, me not carry no man come on my yard.
What he gotta come to your house? What he can't go somewhere?
No, but I'm saying we can go anywhere. We can go anywhere. If my kids are not home, you can come home with me. That's fine. But I don't open up those doors to any type of, oh, yeah, should leave our kids and this and that and they're home. And I'm not doing all of that. Because you know you don't need to meet my kid because my kid don't need to know if somebody's walking in and out their lives. Girl or boy.
Okay, so what happened if you date this guy for 6 months?
If you start dating this
Look.
guy for 6 months, obviously, if it's more than 3 months, yeah, definitely I'm going to be like, okay, like if I know we're serious, because 6 months don't mean nothing and 3 months don't mean nothing either.
You're right.
You don't know, you really don't know nobody.
But you get to know, but you know how that person act around kids.
I
react around
understand
kids.
that. Since I don't believe you should introduce your kids until you are sure that this guy is who you want to be with and is not going to last more than a week or 2. Exactly. That's the point I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to bring around a guy, you understand, and meet my kids, or you, a girl, to meet your kid when you know that you're not ready for that person to do all of that yet. It don't make no sense.
So when you date, you just dating for yourself to begin with? Or you
Duh.
dating
You
so-
dating to make sure that that's the right person to be around.
So
And especially if they have kids themselves, you got to see. First of all, a lot of women and a lot of men get themselves into a situation when they know that a lot of men don't take care of their kids already. You don't take care of your own kids already. You think I'm gonna have kids with you, or you think I'm gonna just bring you in to take care of my kids
but
when
it's
they're
inside.
not your kids?
But everything shows a red flag from jump. You would know if that person taking care of their kids or they're not taking care of their kids. Or
Yeah,
if they
but
wanna
you
be part of the
said
kid life
from
or
the
not.
first nights you must bring them a mommy picnic.
Well, literally not the first night, but within
All
a-
right,
wi-
dress up
within
your
a-
argument
but
because
within
naked.
But within a period of time, I
Dress
think
up your arguments.
I
It
think
was
w-
naked. It
I-
was out there.
I think within the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I think you should see
Me
that
not,
person.
me not think 1 or 2
I
or 3
think
weeks.
I think you should see that person reacting around your kid. What if he's a pedophile? You don't know.
No, but that's but you would never know. You know why you would never know? Because everybody comes in like an angel. You never know because you're gonna
Everybody
say,
should have true colors
hold
at the
on.
beginning.
In other where?
In the beginning, everybody should have true colors. Just you choose to overlook it. Just say no, I don't know.
All right. I kind of get that. I get that.
You think if a fox is here hunting, you ain't gonna I'm like, damn, that meat that look good. The first time you see it,
Listen, I heard a quote the other day that says, when a snake is moving towards you, they're very sweet and polite. Not until they're in your face. I'm going to stab you.
So that's my thing in the sense of when you introduce somebody, you could feel and see how the reaction happened from start. Like weird.
But where they do the
hey, this and that.
this extra long hold on you. No, me have to cut that off. Me have to cut that off.
Why you
Cut it
want to
off.
put my picnic on the salon?
Cut it off.
Oh, she's so beautiful.
Cut
and
it
this
off.
and that.
No, cut it. Touch. Where you touch?
No, but see, but that's what I'm saying. They will show their character from early.
So yeah, so some people just don't see it.
They overlook it like, oh yeah,
It's
because
just,
guess
yeah.
what? They so
Caught up in
tuned
the moment.
in the moment into the
Yeah.
man.
Okay.
So guess what? If Mega bring you around, you're gonna show me the person that you are from jump.
Mm-hmm.
The second week, you're
Yeah.
gonna really show me who you are. Like, okay,
No, I feel like for me, after a good 2 or 3 months, then we could probably go play a game or two with the kids, see how the interaction go. But the first couple of weeks, man, I do that.
well, like I said,
But nah,
they're
do
gonna
that.
I understand what you're saying, but trust me, if a lion is hunting, if you bring a lion run out there, they're gonna say, damn, we can't eat this lion. I'm deer tonight. We can't do this tonight or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because guess what? That's gonna be their true intentions, what
Right.
they want. They don't want. You think a lion out there gonna sit on cuddle all night?
That's the wrong cuddle.
They're not.
Chef said you dress up your argument. Naked, me tell you, like
No,
the argument, the naked, just sit out the
but
dog.
the thing is, but that's what I'm saying though. They're gonna show their intentions from once they walk through the gate.
Yeah.
You make a difference to it is when I first met you, me know some mega treat you good and take good care, you know?
Is that what you were thinking? Is
You
that
know,
what you were?
of
Is that what
course.
you were thinking?
From day one, you know?
Yeah, Chef said wolf in a sheep clothing. I get that. I'm not saying that people are coming in great. They're gonna come in great. More times they're
Yes.
coming in great. And of course, the little details that we don't pay attention to is what will kill us in the end.
So that's what I was saying when I mean the little details. That's
Clothing.
what
Yeah.
that's what comes across.
Yeah.
And people don't see that and they overlook that like, oh,
Yeah.
you can't come the first week and oh, you thought it's so nice
Yeah.
and this and that.
'Cause who you touching? Why you touching her?
You understand? So, excuse me? Like,
Yeah.
that right is a red flag
Yeah.
automatically.
Absolutely.
You understand?
Yeah.
You can't just come in and this and that. And guess what? The first time, even 3 months later when you come in, guess what? You wait that long after you done invested your time into this man.
Oh, he gotta go.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But that's when people come and say,
Yeah.
you know what? Let me make a sacrifice right here because me see that money and pay
Yeah.
3 months rent
Yeah.
and buy groceries and
Yeah.
buy this and buy that. No, what
Right.
happened now?
I can.
You
The
keep
child will
coming-
be fine. Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
So that's my biggest thing when it said just up the argument. I'm sorry, let me fix the argument now. But you see what I mean? But that's what I mean. Like I feel that you shouldn't be you shouldn't be thinking about yourself. If you're dating with intentions.
Right.
Casual dating, that means that y'all frigga and y'all keep
Right.
moving.
Yeah.
So guess what? So you gotta say, okay, well I'm dating with a purpose or I'm just casual dating.
True.
If you're dating with a purpose, you know say, hey, this is what you're looking for.
Right.
You give yourself 3 months or
Mhm.
6 months or whatever time is to get to see what that person's about.
Yeah.
And you might find out something, you might not. But at least you know, say they're gonna show their true colors at the beginning of the stage.
True. Okay.
They gonna tell you
I
that
get
they gonna tell you matter of fact, they gonna say, oh yeah, I want kids and I love kids and this and that. But yet when they come around your kid, it's different. The reaction is different when it comes to kid.
Mm-hmm.
So weird. So you want to have my kid, but you can't take my bonus?
Right.
Nah,
Right.
you gotta go.
Right. Weird. Very weird.
So
But also you think about the ones where you put them in charge of your kids.
that's when you gotta get to know that person after a while. You know, you
Me not talk about your lovers. Me talk about people where you call family or friends.
like I said, everybody know Uncle Joan and Auntie Joanna, whoever it is from Jump. They know for them history from Jump to say, you know what, let me leave my kid around this person.
Right.
You understand? Everybody, when you go to family reunion and you talk to this person, oh, you know some auntie and this, that. Then They know.
Yeah.
They just trying to cover the shit up from jump until
Right.
you become a victim of it. And when you
Yeah.
become a victim, but why you
Right.
never tell me nothing?
Right.
You have me here leaving my kid over here, and you know and say
Yeah.
that this is what's going on.
Right.
You understand?
Right. Because they might do it from a long time.
They might do it for a long time.
Yeah.
But guess what? Everybody knows just for who you link up with. And the person you're supposed to link up with, them always try to tell you, no, don't go with that person else because that person this and that. Because guess what? They know that person that's going to tell you the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So these are stuff that we got to look into and open up to say, you know what? So what to Cousin John.
Yeah.
How's Cousin John doing? I haven't seen Cousin John. So somebody gonna start saying, you know, Cousin John, this.
Yeah.
Listen, this is what Spirit of Rod something heard ago.
Spirit around and spoil the child.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, let's.
But they people have been doing that for generations. So I think that's linked into a generational curse also, because it's like you're okay, like it happened, and you never called the police on him, and you never did anything about it. You just never believed the child, just kept it pushing, but it keeps happening progressively over and over. Yeah, family do keep the most secrets, brother. They really do.
They do.
Like you doing it over and over and over and over to these different generations of children. You understand what I'm saying? But you ever notice that certain, like, even police officers do that. You understand what I'm saying? Like but you're keeping it under wraps. You're not saying anything. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what type of monsters that you're breeding under there, but you're not telling nobody else.
Not to nobody.
You understand what I'm saying? But you're just leaving. So I don't leave my kids with anybody. You understand what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people that say, oh, like, my kids they don't even come to me about no sleepover thing. But I do no sleepover thing. I don't do the sleepover thing. I don't do the sleepover thing. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, because it might not happen. People don't do that to them. Some people don't do that to them own pitney, you know. But they'll do it to your children.
True.
Oh, yeah, Megan said not happening. Hey, Megan, it ain't happening. We're not doing that sleepover shit. Like, it's not happening. Like, don't come to me with nothing about people doing other things anywhere. I mean, you're not go. Because it's not happening. Like, that's not where, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, girl.
Hey, Megan. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not happening. Like, you got to be so secure in everything that you do. And a lot of kids, like for me, I know growing up, my mother used to, she don't play them games about sleeping nowhere. She not saying we're going away. She said, hey, chef. But, she wasn't playing about sending us anywhere because she didn't trust that anybody would take care of, who you are. Like
I said, nobody can take care of your own like you take care of your own.
True.
True. Regardless of what it is, like, you're going to make sure that your kid is well taken care of. People don't see like that. Oh, that ain't my kid. I ain't worried about that. But like you said, we ain't doing that. We ain't. Who go where? We could all go out and see, but.
Right.
But that's when it come back to
it really don't always have to be about SA. Megan said, I didn't understand why my parents didn't let us stay with anyone until I became that part. That until she became a parent, you don't. Like, I never understood that either until, becoming an adult and raising girls myself. Because, certain things you want to still hold up. You want to still hold up a traditional value of holding. You need to have some type of, like, care, like some type of rules that still apply to modern day. Because if a lot of parents looked at the things that their mom didn't allow them to do and why they didn't allow to them, they wouldn't let their kids do it now. Yeah. Like, they really wouldn't, because if you understood what was happening back then and happening more rampant now, because you didn't hear of things like that until, like, if it was something big on the news, because now it's social media, you hear about it every single day.
But back then, we, like you said, come back to the villagers. Yeah. We know that everybody was responsible for everybody back in the days. Yeah. Now it's not the same no more. Like, you know that if your mother went to work this day, you know that your next door neighbor can make sure you eat, you beard, you got, like,
that you're in the house. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
It was no, like I said.
Shout out to my neighbor, because he still does that. My daughter was out there walking the dog the other day, and he was like, hey, your mother know you out here? Yeah, we did know she's out there. We have cameras surrounding our house. Of course, we do know she's out there. We sent her out there. Yeah, but like I said, shout outs to him for still saying, hey, is your parents know that you're out
like
here?
I said, I know he's old school.
He's very old school. Megan said we would understood better if family didn't keep secrets. Why are we hearing about these things? Girl, I'm trying to tell you. Why we learn about these things? The same thing we said earlier. Like, why would we learn about this? And you knew this all along.
That person
and that
was
person been hurting people over and over and over again.
But like I said,
You lose respect for people like that.
But like I said, even I'm gonna take it a little notch also.
Okay.
Don't want to get upset that I get vexed or whatever. But also, the church plays a part also. What? I'm just saying, we got to call everybody out. Listen, the pope, the preach, the bishop, like
the pastor, the minister,
all of them too. And guess what? The congregation know.
Yeah.
The deaconess know. The deacon know.
Yeah.
And they're not saying nothing about it.
No.
But yet every week they
making it safe for the people in the back strap. Honestly, they really do though.
No, but
that's a big cover up right there.
And that's one of the biggest cover up there is. Next thing you know, you find out this was watching some show on Tubi the other night.
Yeah. Tubi.
Listen.
Yeah, shout out to Tubi, bro.
Tubi be holding
They be bringing some things to light. You be like, ooh.
You know, so Tubi, this young lady, she pregnant, and them this. But come to find out, it was happening in the church.
Nah, she was pregnant for the pastor. Let's go there.
You know?
You want to talk about it? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She was pregnant for the pastor, and it's like...
And the wife was pregnant at the same time.
And
they had the baby the same day.
It's the same day.
And she named the baby the same name as the pastor.
Same.
It's scandalous. It's very scandalous, but it made you look like, ooh.
What's really going on?
Yeah, that really does happen.
So
that's crazy.
Like I said, everybody's playing a part. Like I said, we got to call everybody out at the end of the day. If you know that person is doing what?
Yeah.
Let's not hold it a secret anymore.
Right.
Like I said, we got to break that curse.
We need
that
to.
Everything was a secret back in the days. Why is it a secret now?
Right.
But yet we
gotta protect our kids.
But yet you don't want to send your kid over there. It was okay for your sister to send her kid over there.
Right.
Like, where does that come from?
Right. I'm telling you, no.
You know?
And I'm not understanding why you wouldn't call the police. I'm gonna call the police on you. It could have been 20 years ago.
So I'm gonna call the police after I deal with them first.
Gotta ask questions.
Yeah, I gotta ask. Let's have a conversation. That's my thing. Let's have a conversation.
But we have to protect our kids, bro. We have to, like.
Yeah, we need to.
And we need to be able to believe them, man. Some of them, honestly, let's just go back. Some people's kids are sketchy.
Have an open conversation.
Some of them bad. Some of them will lie.
Some of them
will lie on honest people, and honest people don't want to do it. Some of them will, but then people will say, "Oh, they're children." Yeah, I get it. Children makes mistakes. Adults makes decisions.
Children make mistakes?
Children do.
Who tell you that?
What do you mean?
From day one. You always ask me from day one. Why do I talk to the kids how I talk to my kids?
You always say you got to talk to them because they understand.
They understand, right?
Yeah.
You can't tell me, so the fire is hot, you can't touch it over and over and over. You know, so you're going to get burned.
No, my child said that to me the other day. She was like, my thoughts telling me I should touch that. I said, do not let intrusive thoughts win in this house. Because if you touch that and it burn you, you're going to sit with it.
No, guess what? It's okay. Go ahead.
She's going to sit with it. No, I'm not telling her to go ahead. She said her thoughts. I said, don't let your intrusive thoughts tell you to go ahead and touch that because it's hot.
But that's what I'm saying. But you should know the good thought or the bad thought. If you know it's hot, don't let your intrusive thoughts say, go ahead, touch. No.
But you got to understand that chicken is 10.
So
hold on. I'm not saying that she isn't smart. She's very smart. What I'm saying is now she's getting older, so things are they're gonna make sense or they're not making sense in her head.
If you want to touch it, you're gonna touch it.
I'm not telling her to touch it.
You're not gonna tell her. Listen, she can't touch it one day, regardless of what.
That's up to her.
Yeah.
But we don't let the intrusive thoughts win over here because I don't play them games.
Oh shit! How long she ain't talking to herself?
Megan said, and give our children the freedom to speak respectfully. As a child, we weren't allowed to speak on certain things, and it made it hard for me as an adult to communicate my feelings. Girl.
Listen, that's all of us. We all in the same boat.
Yeah, we are all in the same boat over here. A lot of things we weren't able to communicate. And the older I'm getting, I'm now communicating a lot more better than I used to. And so now I give my kids that freedom to do that. They can come to me and they're going to say, I allow them to say however way they feel like saying it. It's not disrespectful. It's just, I need you to tell me how you're feeling in that moment and how you want to say it. Like my kid will say, "Mom, can I curse?" And I'll be like,
Yeah,
okay, go ahead. All right, what are we gonna say? And then she'll be like, this heifer, and I'll be like, oh, okay, it's mild.
But
It's mild.
She asks, so if she asks, say, "Mom, can I curse?" Hey, go ahead, express it. Go ahead, let me know what you say.
Yeah.
If she say what she say, it's like, okay, you say what you gotta say.
Right, but they don't walk around cursing like sailors.
They don't. Like I said, that was when Christmas time. She did tell me. Oh,
She said, right,
she's
exactly.
Like, she's like, "Can I curse?" I'm like, go ahead. These damn people got their lights up still. I'm like,
okay. She did say that. Oh, I don't think my nephew would appreciate that. Asher's gonna say we don't curse in this house.
Sorry.
Sorry, Asher.
I forgot we don't.
I don't know if he's on. I don't know if he's on, but
he be cursing. Cut it out.
Nah, leave him alone. He gonna be censoring everybody come summer.
He be cursing on the low. You can't
leave Asher alone.
Especially when you put them glasses on and
at
school.
Not too much on my nephew. So but yeah, you gotta give them that right to express.
Yeah, express
who they
themselves.
are.
So once they start expressing themselves from early,
And you gotta allow them to ask the questions. People be like, "Oh no, I don't want to talk to them about this until they reach a certain age." Why not? Because if somebody else is at school and somebody else is talking about it, they're going to, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna sit there and listen to it. And then they're going to come home. Either they're going to ask you about it or they're not going to ask you about it. And then they're going to continue listening to those people that have been saying the same things. I learned at school. Or I learned from a friend.
What you learned?
You know what I learned. You know what I'm saying? You know what I learned, okay? But you learn from somebody else because my mother was not doing that. Megan said if they are asking a question, they already know about it. That is true. That's what I'm saying. Is either they're going to come home with it to you or, yes, they just want clarity. You're absolutely right. But I feel like you should have that conversation.
Sit down.
Sit down and have that conversation.
If their kid is make a charcuterie board or make some grape wine, sit down and have a tea.
Yeah. Yeah. That works. Have some me time.
Yeah, sit down, pour a glass of sparkling cider. That's what I'm talking.
Sit down and talk about it. Yeah, got it. You got to clarify certain things with children because they want to know. We wanted clarity too, and we never got clarity till we got older.
Everything was a secret.
You know what I'm saying? Like we got to get out of that tradition. Like get out of the secrecy tradition. Like you don't have to discuss finances with kids, but if I tell you, if you ask me for something and I tell you I don't have it this week, I'm gonna need you to understand that. I was seeing this thing on it's like maybe it's an old thing from Dr. Phil or whatever, and this lady was talking about, oh, my son, he gets $1,000 allowance. I work 140 hours a week. I was like, wait, what?
She working for the kid?
Yeah, she literally is, and he gets $1,000 allowance, and if it's anything other than name brand, he's gonna throw it out. Of clothes that I bought, of clothes that I went to work for.
I guess that's the legacy they want to leave.
140 hours a week. How is that even possible?
That's the legacy they want to leave behind. That they gave their kid everything.
Oh, it makes it right. And don't let the streets teach your kids. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, you don't have to wear... I didn't start wearing Jordans till I started buying it. My mother wasn't buying it for me. Or Tim's or anything. Like, my mother wasn't buying that for me. Yeah, I rocked the Conway clothes. You know what I'm saying? The Payless shoes. I rocked all those things until I could afford to buy what I want to buy. You understand what I'm saying? But you got a job, right? You got a job and you do what you had to do. But the streets will make your kids think that they have to wear the Jordans and they have to wear the new. First of all, back in the days, ain't nobody was wearing no New Balances.
No. New Balance. I think New Balance started when I was in high school, and the Saucony are the
Saucony.
Yeah, those started in high school. The Asics.
Now that's all they want to wear now.
Listen, and guess what? It started off by the
ugly shoes.
No,
whatever.
by the popular kid. If the popular kid wore it, you know that okay, yeah, we got to get that.
Yeah.
But let you come on and wear something for the popular kid again, clown you.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like when FUBU, they know they got to knock off FUBU when you got to go to Canal Street and get a knockoff. So I'm saying they would come in and look at the tag, and just by looking at it, they would know like, bro,
that ain't it.
That ain't it.
Oh, yeah, 28th Street.
28th Street.
I love 28th Street.
Monica said, if you don't know.
Monica said, if you don't know better, you won't do better. And therefore, children need to be told as they know, so they know better.
That's true.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. You gotta open the floor for the conversation to happen.
When you know
Because if
better,
they
you do
come
better.
to you about it,
Like
I
you
swear I
said,
was
they know.
having menstruation talk with my kid when they was like 8, but they weren't home with me, right? They spent a whole year in New York with my mom and my sisters. And so,
Shout out to COVID.
not shout out to COVID. They spent a year in New York in 2020. Was it 2020?
Yeah.
Yeah, in 2020, a whole year in New York. And I had to have that conversation because I just felt like I wasn't going to be there. So I want to have the menstruation talk with them. My sister for like a week or two. My sister was like, why they in here wearing all the pads? She said, my mom said I should put it on. Adrisha said, listen, it's not, is it here yet? She was like, no, but my mom said she'll wear it just in case. I was like, I think I said that, but I don't know if I meant that in that way. But I still wanted to, you know, Megan said, yes, make them comfortable to speak to you about any and everything. Absolutely. So I had that conversation with them. And then now that, you know, my daughter's in that state right now, she's in that state, is like, okay, she was better prepared for it. I mean, now, you know what I'm saying, I try to make sure she's comfortable, make sure she has everything she needs when it comes to that time. I'm asking her 100 times, hey, how do you feel? Like, how do you feel? How do you feel? Are you have a headache? Do you have a stomach ache? Do you have whatever? And then my youngest now, she's so aware that if her sister it's happening to her sister, she's like, oh, I want to make her some tea, I want to make her feel comfortable. It wasn't something like talked about, like you just knew you had your period, you did it, your mom fixed it, and that was it. There was no, hey, you know, at this moment, now that you're menstruating, you can become pregnant, right? Nobody was saying these things. They just was like, hey, here's some pad, here's this, go ahead, go lay down,
Have a talk.
you know what I'm saying? We wanna have these conversations about, hey, you know, your body's changing. Hey, you know, you need to put deodorant on. Hey, you need to take a shower more than once, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people would shame you back then. Did you notice that having a period back then, it was shameful? I don't know why it was shameful. It was weird. It was very weird. It was very weird. Because when we was in high school and you knew you had your menstrual, you had to walk around with this little pouch, right? So once you saw the pouch come around your neck, or you walk out the class, everybody knew you had it. So I guess it was kind of like I don't know, kind of shame. I don't know, because it was so weird, because then you never used to want to go to the store and buy the stuff yourself. I don't know. I mean, my mom used to buy it. Like, I don't know.
Like I said,
I used to hide it. It was so weird. Like, I used to hide it. I used to take the pad and put it in my pants and run to the bathroom, because I didn't want everybody to know. I didn't want to take the pouch so that everybody knew that I had it.
It's a good thing generation changed, teaching their kids different.
Yeah.
You know?
Makes it right, because if our mama didn't have one, we wouldn't be here. No, honestly. Right.
Shout out to Megan.
Gotta have the conversations. Like, we were embarrassed by it. No, for real. Like, and then they didn't even have like the comfortable looking joints. They had the big ones. And if you had it, you just had to, you know, tuck it and hide it and run to the bathroom and change, and then make sure everything was good, because then you conscious about it, because then you don't want your pants to be messed up, your dress, your skirt, whatever. And man, it was
rough.
It was rough. Let me tell you something. The first time I had mine, man, it was bad. It was really bad. I was like 9 or 10 or something like that. And I had to get in a cab. First of all, I was in Jamaica. And we wore a red and white tunic with a white shirt under
What's
it.
What's a tunic?
A tunic is a dress.
Oh, okay.
She said, I always wore black clothes when it was that time for me. See? Very embarrassing. I wore a red and white tunic. Hey V, she said, or you were made, ooh, I can't even see now. Hold on. We having some technical, or you were made to feel like you were on because you were being fast. That part.
That's the part.
Yeah,
that part,
right there.
Fast ass.
Yeah. Like, how did you get it? Like, why? What was you doing? Because I think they weren't educated on how it happened, which is weird.
Education, teaching your kids.
It was weird. It's like, if you had it, you felt like, oh my God, they're going to think that I had sex. That's how I had it. That's how I got it. It was weird. It was very weird.
I think it's the parents. Like I said, they wasn't taught any better, so
yeah.
It was what it was, and it is what it is.
It just made it feel a little bit shameful. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
So
It
what's
was
the legacy you want to leave behind?
a legacy.
Yeah.
What's a legacy I want to leave behind?
Y'all could tune into. Y'all could.
Yeah, let us know what kind of legacy y'all want to leave behind for y'all kids. For me, I felt like I want to leave funds.
That's gonna change.
Why is it going to change?
Shit.
Or a way to make funds.
Okay.
Build the brand so that they don't have to do much.
Okay.
I want them to still work and get some sense of independence, but I want to build something that they could be like, you know what? Yeah, I did that. Like my mom now, when we were younger, she didn't have the opportunity to give us a life insurance. But right now, my mom has insurance for all 5 of my kids. I mean, my kids. 5 of my, all 5 of them. Like my nieces, my nephews, my niece, and my daughters. So shout outs to her for putting that together for them, because she said I couldn't give it to you guys, but hey, I can give it to them, right? So I want to leave something for them to be like, okay, my mom gave me some. Nothing where they feel like they're so entitled to it. I'm just saying in terms of like they're working to build up the business. They don't have to jump into it, because I wouldn't want you.
Shit, you better
No,
start
I'm
from
not
now.
saying, V said it wasn't talked about in my house because everybody was so saved and sanctified. So when I
Jesus.
when I came on, I thought I was hemorrhaging and going to hell if I die. Oh my God. Whoa.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like I said, reading truth.
That one right there is rough.
It's and like I said, we can't blame them because they didn't know any better. They didn't know. When you know better, you do better. They didn't know. Like nobody wasn't teaching them what was what. You know, like back in the days, you see how people live, people this and that. It was a gotta get up, gotta go to work, gotta get up, gotta go to work,
Gotta go to church.
you know, and church. There was no time to sit down and say, no, let me have a conversation with my kids or whatever it is. They was working 7 days a week.
Yeah.
From sundown to moon up. You know?
To sundown. To sunrise, sundown,
You
moon
know?
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, they didn't have the time. Like I said, I can't blame my folks. You know, I could just thank them for the little that they did. And really and true. Like I could look at my father right now and tell him thank you very much for not having me doing what I want to do when I was young. In the sense of me hanging in the corner. You understand? Like
Yeah, I get that, but for what V's saying, it's more traumatic.
yeah, but I said,
It's traumatic.
but-
It's because okay,
but we
y'all don't
can't-
have the same. And I'm gonna say this: y'all don't have the same
yeah, I know.
sense of shame that we carry as females.
But that's what I'm saying. But if somebody would have sat down and talked to y'all about it, it would
yeah,
have been different.
but you're saying don't blame them. I
No,
get
you
that.
can't
I'm
blame
not
them. They
saying
didn't
that
know
you
any
are.
better.
I'm not saying that, but it's very traumatic.
That didn't teach you about it?
No, the stuff that we had to go through in order to be taught about it. That's
No,
what
but-
I'm
but-
saying.
But that's what I'm saying. So I understand what you're saying. You're right.
It's very traumatic, and it's not. I'm not saying that boys are not traumatized by certain things that their families do. I'm just saying it's more traumatizing for a girl to have gone through it already,
Not knowing.
not knowing
That
what
this
we
was
know
supposed to happen.
now, and now we're expressing that we don't want that to happen to our girls. That's what we're saying.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have a little bit more, and then a lot more triggers. That if you say something, you're like, okay, yeah, like, dang, I felt the trauma coming through the speech about it, or the trauma coming through my ear about it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what V is talking about. That's what Megan's talking about. Those are the things that you're talking about. Like nobody talked to us in terms of what it is to have a period and what happens next. You understand what I'm saying? Right? Or like it's triggering and traumatic. That's what it is. So yeah, we're not unappreciative of how we grew up.
No, I didn't say that. No.
You were saying that it's not their fault, and you appreciate what they've done. We're not unappreciative. We're just saying those things are very traumatic for us, especially in things we thought that they should have said to us, things they should have showed us, things they should have discussed with us, things that maybe if they believed certain things wouldn't have happened to us. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you want to leave for your kids as a legacy, sir?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Just want to make sure they keep their head on their shoulders. Make sure.
But you know your kids, so it's how you raise them.
Of course, and guess
Right.
what? They're gonna be greater than me. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm great now, but they're definitely gonna be greater than me. And whatever little bit I know now, they're gonna know a lot later.
Because
So-
you're open to the conversation.
Yeah. So I want to make sure I give them the.
Because
the
I don't think
fundamental I know.
that your father didn't want the best for you.
Oh, he gave me the best.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That's why, cause that's why I can tell you that I'm thankful. Like looking back now, I can say that he did give me the best that he could have gave me at the time.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm grateful.
Because that's all they knew. Right.
That's why I'm grateful. You know?
And like I said,
And-
we're not ungrateful. We just have a lot more trauma
Yeah.
with the
well,
gratefulness that came with it.
like I said, their way of teaching and this and that.
It was rough.
Yeah.
It was rough.
But it was very, because guess what? They ain't know no better.
Yeah. Then we got to give them grace. I understand that.
Yeah.
As an adult, I know that. But
And now that's what I want. I want to leave my kids the fundamental
the fundamentals of life.
of life.
Got it. Do you know the fundamentals of life?
Shit. I can tell you I know much. I know enough now to say I don't want my kids to go through what that I went through or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the way life is going, I definitely could say, hey, let's try this path right here. Let's see how this works.
Okay.
You know, and me being the father I am, I could definitely say that I'm appreciative for my kids now for what they have accomplished.
Yeah.
My 2 older ones
Yeah.
and my 2 younger ones.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and you know, you.
Oh yeah, thanks. I'm not your child, but yeah.
You know, I could
Only
definitely.
certain times.
It's 9:07.
Okay.
Um,
I guess.
but yeah,
Megan said we can give them grace, but they can't stay in their way because it's how they grew up. When you know better, you do better. No, absolutely.
that is correct.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy, because now they're saying that, you know, like I look at my mom now and she's a lot more,
Like you.
lot
Oh, you like
more. What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Move, man. Sure. She's a lot more gracious to her grandkids. You know, like the opening of the 2 cereal. I love that for her. I love that for them. They open multiple cereals at my mother's house. Yeah, anything them want eats. I
Shout
said,
out to her. She the goat.
I said, yeah, ma, I love that. It's right on the wall. Yeah, anything you want to do, that's fine. Leave them now. Don't bother beat them. And I was like, I love that energy because I needed it 10, 15 years ago. 20 years ago, I needed that. But, you know, shout outs to you for starting over, because that's what they're doing now, starting over.
And they paving the way.
And starting over with their grandkids. And I really love that for them. I really do. Like my kid says, she's like, oh, when we're home with Granny in the summertime and every Friday we get pizza, we get wings and stuff like that. I said, oh, man.
And guess what?
I love that for you.
Monica
Monica says she raised her kids and that's tired now. You finished her. Not too much on me, Monica. I ain't finished her. She was good. She got a little life living her. Yet to live. But, yeah, she's starting over and I love that for her.
And like I said, shout out to you guys. Try and leave a legacy behind.
Try to
You
leave
know.
something behind.
Try and get to know your kids. You know, sit down, have a conversation. Open up to your kids. You know, try and build that. What's the word I'm looking for?
That relationship?
That relationship.
That
you know,
structure.
that structure. Try
Mhm.
and do that. You know, and let's try and change the generation from the time before to what we have now. We have more sources now.
Right. We have more accessibility.
You know, to change back then. You know, don't let it keep on
Exactly.
going over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
When you know better, you do better.
When
and that's
you
what
know
everybody
better,
been
you
saying.
do better.
You know,
Absolutely.
Megan, Monica, VR, like you said, when you know better, you do better.
Absolutely.
You know, so but my thing is, let's hold those people accountable.
Mhm.
Back to the we call them people, those people,
The predatory.
the predator.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, those
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
You know, let's hold them accountable.
We need to shout them out.
And like I say, if you know that's your family member and he or she's doing that, shout them out. You know, we all gotta look up for one another at the end of the day.
We need to.
You know,
We need to. We old. We older now. Sound the
and
alarm.
guess what? We could talk.
Yeah, sound the alarm.
You know,
Shut it down. Absolutely.
but I want to thank you guys again for definitely tuning in. Spread the word, share.
All right. Thank you for joining our live today. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your comments. And always remember this: the blessings of the Lord maketh rich, and addeth no sorrows to it. Peace and blessings to you guys. We love you. Thank you again, and we'll see you next week.
8 o'clock. Aww.